What is going on, you guys? So today I have another super quick video for you. Today I just want to talk to you about why the show Naruto has a deep message. Now I know that this is not going to be for everybody, but if you do stick around, I know you're going to realize why this applies to real life. So, just a bit of a background around the manga and anime, right? So I'm not going to spoil it. I don't like spoilers, so I won't do that to you. But basically, it's based conceptually like in a world where there's a lot of societies that are made up of shinobi or ninjas, right? And Naruto was basically someone who was shunned by all of society, right? Like as an outcast. And when he was born, essentially there was this very powerful demon that attacked his ninja village, right? And what happened was his village basically defeated the demon by sealing the demon inside of Naruto, the main character, right? So that is why the whole village, like everyone is afraid of him. That's why he's an outcast. And maybe he's not fully sure why at first. But basically, this is why I wanted to make this video, right? Is Naruto never acts like a victim in his situation, right? Everybody shuns him. Everybody's like, get away from me. I don't like you. Stay away, right? So he's an outcast, although he never acts like a victim the entire time. And he actually, the whole time, is working towards being one of the best ninja or the strongest ninja, which are called Hokage. Basically, they are like the leaders of the ninja nations or ninja villages, right? So all this time, and he'll say it out loud, right? Like, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be the Hokage, I'm gonna be the best, right? And of course, everyone is like laughing at him, joking. And for a lot of people, like in real life, they might take that to heart and just believe it, right? Believe that they couldn't accomplish the thing they really dreamed of accomplishing because of what others thought, because of what others were telling them, like, haha, like no man, there's no way you could do that. Get out of here, get away from us, right? Like, we don't like you. We've essentially exiled you or outcast you from our group, which is why no one really associates or socializes with him, right? And not only that, that's one important thing to take away from this, right? Is he never acts like a victim and always works towards that, no matter what. Now, the flip side of this, essentially, he starts to have moments where he's essentially like inside his subconscious and he's having like an inner battle. When in real life you have like essentially like an inner dialogue and you're sort of like trying to figure something out or arguing with yourself, right? Like not knowing the best move, the best thing to do right now, the best decision to make. Essentially, he starts doing that with the demon that was sealed inside of him. And funny enough, I didn't really realize this until I was farther into watching the show and finished it as well, is that the message behind that was really, really simple, but really great. Like, so basically, he's fighting like this inner battle with that demon, right? And usually what happens in the show is that sometimes the demon will take over, right? And sometimes Naruto can kind of suppress it. And then eventually, at some point, they learn to work together and they become friends. Why is this important for real life? So basically what the message is you can become you could say you could become friends with those like inner demons, those battles that you have. Or you could just say that you know how to work with them, right? Like maybe you never get rid of them, but you don't allow them to control you, right? So it actually gives you an extra superpower, basically, is that you have this ability to not let those things control you and still be your best self, still be your most powerful, and even work with it, right? Like you could work with your inner demons, the things that you're battling with, to overcome every obstacle that you run into. That's one of my favorite parts about the show. It's really like a subtle, or maybe not so subtle message, but the idea that you can actually work through that, have such a tough situation, right? Like work through the demons, right? But also be shunned, told that you can't do something, told that's crazy by society, and still does it anyways because he knew what he wanted and he didn't care what other people thought, but he cared about other people. And you can see that through the show. Like basically everyone learns that he's a really good person and they just misunderstood. They didn't really know what happened, and so they only had a little idea of the picture. And basically no matter what, he doesn't allow people to stop him from accomplishing the goal. And eventually everyone sees like, oh, like I understand now. So really I'm just making this video that I hope that kind of idea helps you in some way, even if you don't watch the show or haven't watched it. If you watched this far, I think you're gonna like that message, right? Because that means that, like Naruto, right, you can stay a victim or you can be like him, right? And no matter what, don't stay in a victim mindset. Move forward. Don't worry about what other people are thinking, like what they tell you can and can't do. And that way you can accomplish that life that you really want, right? You can still be, you have good intentions deep down, and you can still help others, right? You can become that best self. You can, battle, conquer the inner demons, allow that to essentially let you be your best self, right? Because you can conquer those demons, suppress them, you got control over it, or you can work together with them to basically be your best self, right? So at this point, I know I'm going to go on a tangent if I keep going, but anyways, I hope that idea, that concept helps. I know it's a little bit of a off-the-wall video from what I normally make, but I just made a Hero Academy anime video right before this, and I just thought I'd put them back to back because they're both actually like they have a good like self-development message behind them. And of course shown in anime is normally like that, but anyways, if you don't check it out, I hope that you take something from this video. It is a good show, and you can actually, I think you can look up like a shorter version because it's like kind of long, but you can look up a shorter version online somewhere. But anyways, I hope this message helps you somehow. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next one. You got this, bro.